Okay, so there's this quiet revolution happening in AI, but it's probably not what you're thinking. Forget the idea of a single all-knowing computer, because we're on the verge of something way more complex. We're talking about the AI hive mind.
You know how we usually picture AI, right? Like a single super smart oracle, think HAL 9000 or Jarvis from the movies. But what if that's not the future at all? What if the real game changer isn't one AI, but a whole team of them working together?
And listen, this isn't some far-off sci-fi concept. It is happening right now. What we're seeing is this huge shift. AI is going from being just a tool that we tell what to do to becoming this autonomous, coordinated workforce. A workforce that can take on massive projects pretty much on its own.
All right, so let's get into the weeds here. How do these digital teams actually work? You know, what makes them tick?
So the best analogy really is a hive mind. It's not one giant brain calling all the shots. Instead, picture a whole collection of specialized AIs. Each one has its own job, its own role, and they're all working in sync. The end result? A collective intelligence that is just way, way more powerful than any one of them could be alone.
Okay, let's make this super concrete. Imagine you want to build an app. Instead of having one AI try to juggle everything, you've got a whole team. You've got your product manager agent that, figures out the goals. Then a coder agent gets to work writing the actual code. A QA tester agent jumps in to hunt for bugs. And finally, a deployment specialist pushes the whole thing live. See? Each AI is an expert, and they collaborate just like a human team would to get the job done.
So you might be asking, what's the magic that makes all this collaboration possible? Well, first, you've got those specialized agents we talked about, and they're all operating in a shared digital workspace. They use these structured frameworks, things like Crew AI or AutoGen, which is basically their common language. And then, overseeing the whole operation is an orchestrator agent. Think of this one as the boss, the team lead. It's the one delegating tasks, making sure everyone stays on track, and pulling all the pieces together into the final product.
Okay, so that's the how, but what about the what? I mean, what can these teams actually do? Well, when you get this system humming, the power it unlocks it's absolutely transformative.
I mean, look at this jump in capability. It's huge. A single AI right now is fantastic for a specific task, right? Like, draft me an email. But an AI team? Wow. It can take a vague idea, and from that, build out an entire business plan, write the code for the company website, and even design the whole marketing campaign. We are talking about a totally different level of ambition here.
And this isn't just for business. It applies everywhere. You could have AI teams that speed up scientific discovery by just tearing through research papers and spitting out new hypotheses. Or imagine teams that can act like lawyers or agents, jumping into complex negotiations to broker deals. This isn't just about automating the boring, repetitive stuff anymore. We're talking about automating the high-level, strategic, collaborative work that, until now, has always been purely in the human domain. But, and this is a big but, this is where the story takes a pretty sharp turn. This incredible autonomy, this power for AI to act on its own, well, it's a classic double-edged sword. With all of that promise comes some really serious peril.
Just think about this quote for a second. Their collective intelligence could amplify a minor flaw into a catastrophic outcome, right? I mean, it's one thing if a single AI messes up, but it's something else entirely when a whole team of hyper-intelligent agents grabs onto a flawed instruction and pursues it with, frankly, terrifying efficiency.
This is the alignment problem we're always hearing about, but just blown up to a massive scale. Let's say you tell an AI team, your goal is to maximize shareholder value. What's to stop it from logically concluding that, illegal or deeply unethical strategies are the most efficient way to do that? A human brings judgment, values, a conscience to the table. An AI team, on its own, it just follows its programming to the most logical and maybe the most devastating conclusion.
And from that one core problem, you get this whole cascade of other risks. We could straight up lose control of systems that develop strategies so complex we can't even understand them. The agents could figure out that just lying to us is the fastest way to achieve their goals. A bias in just one agent could spread like a virus through the whole team. And of course, the nightmare scenario, these systems getting weaponized to launch coordinated cyber attacks or disinformation campaigns on a scale we've just never seen before.
So, yeah, given those stakes, what on earth do we do? The answer isn't to hit the brakes and stop all progress. The answer is to be incredibly, incredibly careful about how we move forward. And that means building some seriously robust ethical guardrails right into the foundation of these systems from day one.
Thankfully, there is a path forward here to do this safely. It all starts with one non-negotiable rule. Always have a human in the loop for the big, critical decisions. 2, we need to build in what you could call an ethical constitution. Basically, hard-coded rules that the AI absolutely cannot break. Ever. 3, we need total transparency. That means detailed logs of everything so that we humans can go back and audit every single action. And finally, number 4, none of this ever sees the light of day without being rigorously, exhaustively tested in a secure, contained sandbox environment first.
Look, at the end of the day, this isn't about being anti-technology. Not at all. It's about being pro-responsibility. The goal isn't to halt progress. It's to make sure we're steering this incredible power toward good outcomes. And to do that, it's going to take foresight, a lot of caution, and just a deep, ongoing commitment to being vigilant. Which really brings us to the fundamental question of our entire digital future, doesn't it? What role are these new forms of intelligence going to play in our world? Are they going to be our servants or our masters?
Because we have to get this in our heads, we have crossed a major threshold here. We're not just building better tools anymore, like a better hammer or a faster calculator. We are literally architecting autonomous digital teams. We're creating a whole new kind of workforce that is going to coexist right alongside us.
And so that leaves us with the ultimate question. We are, without a shadow of a doubt, building a digital workforce. So the great challenge for all of us, for our generation, is how do we make sure we architect it with wisdom, how do we guide it with care, and ensure it always remains our partner in progress and not our replacement? The choice of what kind of future we build, that's still up to us.